Neumann, and this is August 2017's HELIOS Tarot Forecast, drawn to match and speak to your personal astrological zodiac sign. Check out my website, IamHelios.com, and investigate all that I have to offer there, personal readings, courses, etc., and subscribe if you would like to receive updates. Also follow the link below to Annie Botticelli's Starry Teller Forecasts and be fascinated by how astrology plays into this all so beautifully. Okay, let's get started. So, Aries, this is your tarot spread for the month, and you can see here in your central theme you have the Dominion card, as it's called, which is also the Two of Wands, of course. And on the Tree of Life, this is known as Sphirith 2, which is associated with wisdom, the first power of conscious intellect within creation. This Sphirith on the Tree of Life is associated with the Ajna center, or the third eye, and has an intimate relationship with the right hemisphere of the brain. So you have creativity, intuition, and also the contemplation of potentiality. So, as manifest through fire, through the wands, Sphirith 2 is the will to choose, the decision to make a change, the choice to share, the choice to grow, and bring light and consciousness into areas of life that are usually quite dark. So you can imagine that two wands, one in each hand, would provide quite a light to many dark situations. You can see here that it is associated with Mars and Aries, both of whom rule how you use your energy, how you choose to act in response to your desires. So here as your central theme, within this time, this represents a certainty that you are about to learn something very significant that's going to play directly into these aspects of your life. You know, that which you choose to do with what you believe, that which you choose to set into motion and implement in order to manifest your desires. There's something crucial, some crucial piece of evidence is coming in now, and it's going to come in through one of two ways, as you can see here, through these two basic dimensional timelines that are similar to doorways, you can imagine. So on one hand, you have the Hanged Man, drastic, deliberate shift in perspective, total reversal of your vantage point, and all very intentional. The Hanged Man put himself in this position. So this is essentially compromising or sacrificing a huge aspect of your life so as to experientially gain the understanding of a new way of thinking, a new way of being. So this could be quite abrasive, quite abrupt, and sometimes uncomfortable. I mean, the Hanged Man doesn't exactly look like he's floating on a bed of pillows, does he? However, this experience does ultimately prove to be quite fruitful. This card is associated with not Thor, but Odin, his father, who hung himself from the Tree of Knowledge in order to gain the understanding, or the wisdom, the full wisdom, essentially download all of the wisdom of the universe through the understanding of the runes. So you can think of it that way if you would like. On the other hand, you have the Nine of Cups, which is of course associated with Sphirith 9 on the Tree of Life. And as manifest through fire, this is the fulfillment of bliss and a kind of complete happiness, much more directly, without having to throw a whole bunch away. So this may in the end not be as beneficial or productive, I should say. It won't be as dramatically transformational. However, it certainly carries a lot more comfort. This is overall a far more pleasant path. So essentially what you're choosing is the comfortable, easy, pleasant path, or the productive yet uncomfortable path. And this is, of course, inspired by your past card here, which is the Seven of Discs. So this is in direct response to some aspect of your life that seems to have gone awry. But you have already begun to respond to that appropriately. So this is actually the shift in perspective after the failure. It's associated with Sphirith 7 on the Tree of Life, which has to do with what is known as the harsh kindness of God, through which there is some kind of obstacle placed before you that allows you to build up enough momentum to blast through it and then ultimately have no issue with similar obstacles in the future. Because you've built up enough speed and power to transcend anything like it. It's like the accumulation of wisdom, really. So you can look into your own life and see what aspect of your life has kind of fallen apart, or perhaps has tested you in a way that you feel maybe in one way you failed, but in response to that supposed failure, you've gained something, you've learned something, and are going to approach things very differently in the future. So what's in the future? Ace of Wands, primordial essence of fire, inspiration. This is all perfectly synergistic with your element, Aries. So remember earlier I spoke about this inevitable lesson coming to you. You're going to learn something, you're going to gain something that's going to put you much more in touch with what you need to do to actualize your desires. Well, here it is, the Ace of Wands. This is the inspiration you need. It is coming. What we have here is just simply confirmation of that which is spoken of in the Two of Wands here in your central theme. So that essentially wraps it up. I mean, you have very simply a choice between a much more difficult but much more fruitful path or a much more comfortable path. Both options are good ones. The choice is really up to you. I don't think we're here to get anywhere. We're here to be here, so no one will dock you or fault you for choosing the comfortable path. You can see here in your fate section, you have good things coming either way. You are learning something critical, and it's a beautiful time, so embrace it. So thank you for watching this, and don't forget to go check out IamHelios.com to go much, much deeper.